A microstate refers to a sovereign state with a very small land area or population. There are a total of 31 countries worldwide widely defined as microstates, which exist in the form of islands, landlocked states, or enclaves, and each has a different history and year of independence, despite not having the population and resources of larger countries. Some microstates have still overcome the shackles of territory and population and developed into wealthy countries, with per capita income far exceeding the world average. Today's Terry Travel will use data from the International Monetary Fund, with per capita GDP as a reference, to see where some of the world's extremely wealthy microstates are located. Cyprus, located in Western Asia, is an island nation in the eastern Mediterranean with an area of about 9,200 square kilometers and a population of approximately 1.22 million. Although geographically part of Asia, Cyprus is part of Europe in terms of history, culture, and politics. The ancient Greeks migrated to the island to live around 1500 BC. It was then successively conquered by ancient Egypt, Persia, Rome, and the Ottoman Empire. Cyprus declared independence in 1960, but the two major ethnic groups of Greece and Turkey within its borders have had multiple conflicts since independence, gradually forming a situation of division between North and South. Despite political instability, Cyprus is still a developed capitalist country, with its economic focus gradually shifting from agriculture to light industry, services, and tourism after independence. Its social infrastructure is advanced, making it one of the wealthiest countries in the Mediterranean region. It is classified by the World Bank as a high-income and developed economy, while also having a very high Human Development Index. In addition, Cyprus is full of rich historical atmosphere, has charming natural scenery and well-preserved historical sites, attracting a large number of tourists from all over the world. It is the country's main source of income. According to data from the International Monetary Fund, Cyprus ranks 38th in the world with a per capita GDP of $42,832. The Republic of Malta is an island nation located in the center of the Mediterranean Sea, consisting of 5 islands and with a population of around 500,000 people. It is one of the most densely populated countries in the world. As early as the Roman era, Malta flourished due to Mediterranean trade and was once ruled by the Arab Empire. Later, Malta was occupied by France in 1798 and became a British colony in 1814. It gained independence in 1964 and joined the European Union in 2004. Today, Malta is a highly developed microstate with a service-based economy that includes finance and tourism industries. It has trade connections with over 100 countries and is a hub for maritime trade between Europe, Asia, and Africa. It is the only country in the world that is a 4-in-1 state. As a member of the EU, a Eurozone country, a Schengen and Commonwealth country, its passport is highly valued and it is known as the Southern European Switzerland and Europe's Singapore. Tourism is another major source of foreign exchange for Malta, with its unique terrain and climate making it a famous European holiday destination. Valletta, the capital, is known as the European Garden. According to the International Monetary Fund, Malta ranks 30th in the world in terms of GDP per capita at $47,152. The Kingdom of Bahrain is an island nation located on the west side of the Persian Gulf, with a land area of approximately 662 square kilometers. It is the smallest country in the Middle East and the third smallest in Asia, with a population of 1.46 million, nearly half of which are foreign nationals. The historical and ancient civilization of Dilmun originated in Bahrain, which was also one of the earliest regions to adopt Islam in the Middle East. Before the discovery of oil, Bahrain was an important center for pearl trade, and its people relied mainly on pearl diving, fishing, and commerce for their livelihood. In 1933, Bahrain discovered rich oil reserves, becoming the first country in the Gulf region to develop an oil industry, bringing enormous wealth to the country through its abundant oil and gas resources. In the 21st century, Bahrain has diversified its economy, developing not only its refining, petrochemical, and aluminum industries, but also its finance and tourism industries, becoming the financial center of the Gulf region and the fastest growing economy in the Arab world with a liberal economic system. The Bahraini dinar ranks second in the world in terms of currency exchange rates. Bahrain is relatively open in its political system, with high autonomy granted to local tribes to manage local affairs based on their religions and customs. It is also the first Arab country to hold parliamentary elections, allow women to participate in politics, and implement unemployment benefit systems. According to the International Monetary Fund, Bahrain ranks 23rd in the world in terms of GDP per capita at $53,128. Andorra is located in southwestern Europe and is one of the 7 microstates in Europe, located in the Pyrenees Mountains at the border between France and Spain. The country has a land area of about 468 square kilometers and a population of nearly 80,000. Andorra is situated in a high mountain zone, with an average elevation of 1,100 meters, making it one of the highest countries in Europe. The country's founding history can be traced back to before the 11th century when Charlemagne, the king of the Franks, established a parish in Andorra, making it the earliest sovereign system in Andorra. In 1278, an agreement was reached for Franz Count and the Bishop of Urgell to jointly own sovereignty, making it one of the few countries in the world with dual heads of state, a system that has been in use ever since. Due to its high altitude, cold climate, and unique political system, Andorra remained closed off a century ago until the first modern road was built in the 1930s. Since then, Andorra has vigorously developed tourism, service, and finance industries while attracting savings and investment by exempting personal income tax, leading to rapid economic growth. Today, Andorra has become a highly developed capitalist country and a tax haven in Europe. Andorra has a long, cold winter and is a famous skiing destination. The tourism industry accounts for 80% of the country's GDP and is the primary source of Andorra's economy, attracting over 9 million visitors annually. According to data from the International Monetary Fund, Andorra ranks 21st in the world in terms of per capita GDP at $55,764. San Marino is located in northeastern Italy and is a country entirely surrounded by Italy. It is also one of the 3 remaining microstates in the world, with a land area of approximately 61 square kilometers, making it the 3rd smallest country in Europe with a population of about 34,000. San Marino is the oldest sovereign state in the world, established in 301 AD, with a history of 1,800 years and the oldest constitutional republic. San Marino is situated on hills with no rivers, lakes, or flat land. The roads are designed with only ring roads and one-way roads, and it is the only country in Europe without traffic lights. However, it is the country with the highest per capita car ownership in the world, with an average of 1,300 cars per 1,000 people. Since the 1960s, San Marino has gradually transformed from an agricultural country to a tertiary industry country by developing commercial, industrial, and tourism industries. The economy mainly relies on finance, services, and tourism, and the economy is highly stable with the lowest unemployment rate in Europe. Although not a member of the European Union, San Marino is allowed to use the euro as its legal currency and authorized to design its coins. Due to the low number of coins and stamps issued, most of them are sold to collectors, becoming a significant source of revenue for the country. It has a reputation as a stamp kingdom with innovative, cutting-edge postal services, stamps, and ancient coins famous worldwide. According to data from the International Monetary Fund, San Marino ranks 11th in the world in terms of per capita GDP at $65,446. Brunei, located in Southeast Asia, is situated on the northern coast of Borneo Island, divided into 2 parts by Malaysia. Its land area is approximately 5,700 square kilometers, and its population is around 430,000, making it the second smallest country in Southeast Asia. Brunei's history dates back to the 14th century, and during its heyday, it was the largest dynasty in Southeast Asia, covering the entire Borneo Island and parts of the Philippines, and served as an important hub of trade in medieval Southeast Asia. However, over the following centuries, Brunei gradually lost most of its territories due to internal conflicts, foreign colonization, and pirate invasions. It gained independence in 1984, becoming the last country in Southeast Asia to break free from colonial rule. Today, Brunei is known for its extremely high per capita income, ranking as the second richest country in Southeast Asia after Singapore. Its economy is based on oil and natural gas, and Brunei holds vast oil and gas reserves, which account for 70% of its GDP. Brunei has established a comprehensive social welfare system, where citizens do not need to pay personal income tax, and businesses are exempt from corporate tax. Citizens enjoy free education, allocated housing, and various subsidies. In contrast to its modern welfare system, Brunei is the only country in Southeast Asia that practices an Islamic monarchy system. Brunei's economy is heavily dependent on fluctuations in energy prices and is relatively mono-economy. According to International Monetary Fund data, Brunei ranks 10th in the world with a per capita GDP of $65,675. Singapore, located in Southeast Asia, is situated at the southern tip of the Malay Peninsula, and it is a city-state composed of Singapore Island and surrounding smaller islands. Its land area is about 728 square kilometers, and its population is around 5.5 million, making it the most populous microstate in the world. Singapore's main manufacturing industries are electronics, energy chemicals, and precision engineering, and it also has a well-developed logistics, tourism, and financial services sector. Through its excellent national credit, favorable business environment, and sound legal system, Singapore has become one of the world's 4 major financial centers and an important foreign exchange trading market and wealth management center in the Asia-Pacific region. Additionally, thanks to its excellent geographical location, since the last century, Singapore has been dedicated to building industries such as trade, shipping, shipbuilding, and refining, developing into a world-renowned trading port, the third largest oil refining center in the world, and an important aviation hub in the Asia-Pacific region. With a highly mature shipping ecosystem and sound management system, Singapore has ranked as the world's top international shipping center for 9 consecutive years. Furthermore, Singapore, known as the city in a garden, is also known for its high density of millionaires, with an average per capita wealth of up to $220,000 for adult citizens. Singapore ranks among the top in the world in terms of GDP, per capita income, and Human Development Index, making it the wealthiest microstate in Asia. According to International Monetary Fund data, Singapore ranks 3rd in the world with a per capita GDP of $107,677. Luxembourg, located in the northwest of Europe, is surrounded by France, Germany, and Belgium. Its land area is 2,586 square kilometers, and it is the only remaining Grand Duchy in Europe. Due to its numerous castles, it is also known as the country of 1,000 castles, with a population of approximately 630,000. Luxembourg's history of urban development can be traced back to the construction of Luxembourg Castle in the Middle Ages, which gradually developed into a prosperous town after the castle was completed. As it is located at the intersection of many countries, Luxembourg has been one of the important strategic locations in Western Europe since ancient times. It was occupied by different countries during wars until its independence in the 19th century. Although it is a microstate, Luxembourg is actually a founding member of the European Union and NATO, and has many EU institutions, such as the European Court, the Audit Court, and the European Investment Bank, making it the 3rd capital of the EU after Brussels and Strasbourg. Economically, Luxembourg is a highly developed industrial country, with finance, steel, and satellite communications as its three main pillar industries. Rubber, food processing, and tourism are also highly developed. It is the most important private banking center in the Eurozone and the second largest investment trust center in the world. It has been repeatedly rated as the world's wealthiest country, with extremely low unemployment and high life expectancy, and excellent social welfare. Since 2019, train, tram, and bus fares have been abolished, making it the first country in the world to achieve free public transportation. According to data from the International Monetary Fund, Luxembourg ranks first in the world with a per capita GDP of $126,569. In addition to the above-mentioned countries, there are several other small countries in the world that have very high per capita incomes, such as Monaco and Liechtenstein. That's all for this episode. I hope you enjoyed the knowledge we brought to you. Please like, comment, and follow. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next episode.